mannequin. It was a cheap mannequin, but it did justice at that time. Um, I made the dress, and I continued to sew, and I continued to work on my craft, and I continued to really hone in on my skills. And then, people started to ask me to do more things, and I was getting excited about it. And I said, maybe this is something that I really can do. I have a passion for it. It's something that I really love. It's something that I could see myself doing for my entire life. Um, it's my passion. So I started to invest in it more and more and more and more. Started to do more things, started to take on more clients, started to work with more people. And that's when it all became a reality to me, that if I was going to continue to do what I wanted to do, I had to take it a step further. You get to a point sometimes in your career or in your life path or in your destiny where, um, and this is not for everybody, where you hit a ceiling. You hit a ceiling um, where you start to get, what I mean is, you start to get into an echelon of people that want you to be in a certain, how can I word it? They want you to be, they want you to have followed a certain guideline in order for you to, in order for them to work with you. So what was happening with me was, being a self-taught designer, uh, was that people started to ask me, where did I train? Who did I train under? And that question always stumped me, because I'm like, I didn't train under anyone. I basically taught myself. And then, like, the story that I just told you guys, I mean, it's great telling you guys, but that story doesn't work when you're dealing with somebody that has worked with other people, who have worked with celebrities, who have worked with wealthy people, who have worked with people of societal importance, and things like that. Um, and so it started to become very uncomfortable, because it's like, do I keep going on with this self-taught thing, or do I go to school and get the degree and then just take all of the skill that I learned here, all the experience that I learned here, and put them together and move forward in my career with that? And I decided that that would be the best option for me. So I shut everything down and I returned back to school. And it was a very difficult decision for me, because, of course, at the time I felt like, you know, I was slowing my career down intentionally, and nobody wants to slow their career down intentionally unless there's a particular reason in which they can see that it's going to immediately help them grow, or because of some kind of traumatic reason or something. But I couldn't see, because of the impatience that I felt at the time, I couldn't see how it would work until I actually sat down and thought about it. And I have to say that it was the best decision that I made in my whole life. Um, Going to school, going to fashion school, really, really opened up my eyes a lot when it came to a lot of things. And a lot of things that I thought I was knowledgeable about, but the knowledge and the education that I'm learning in my design degree, um, it expounds so much more on the things that I've learned over all of these years. And it's really putting me in a place where I could really, really challenge myself as a designer and as a critical thinker. Um, and I'm really glad about that. I'm really glad about that, because in order to be a successful designer, I've learned, you have to be challenged from every aspect of life and every aspect of humanity. You have to, including within yourself, which is the greatest challenge for anybody, regardless of what career you're in. I learned that you have to be challenged from every aspect of life. And those challenges and from all of those aspects are manifested or materialized into, no pun intended, into your designs, into your collection. Your collection tells a story, and your story is very important in your development as a designer and your development as a creator. And I learned that, and it has been such a wonderful journey for me. Fashion is something to me that will always be important to the world and important to us as designers and just as creators. It's not a superficial thing. Everybody well, not everybody, but most people think that fashion is very superficial. Fashion is not glamorous at all. And that's something that I like to emphasize to people, that is very not glamorous, not even in the slightest. The only thing that's glamorous about fashion is the end result. And that's it. The entire fashion process is completely not glamorous. And that is why I say to people all the time that want to be a designer or want to go into the field of designing, that don't go into it. If you ever want to go into fashion design, don't ever go into fashion design because you want to be cute, or you just want to be seen, or you just want to be the it person. Because at the end of the day, yes, it's all well and good, it's wonderful to be the it person, but you're not going to get that in fashion. As a matter of fact, you're going to get the exact opposite of that, especially at the beginning. And it's just not what you think it is as far as the glamour part is concerned. You really have to have a real passion for it. It's something that you really have to really love. You have to be able to clearly interpret and convey your ideas into your designs, and that takes a person that is willing to face themselves. And that sounds crazy, but it's true. Because you have to be able to pull out of you the best components of your emotions, your thoughts, your feelings about the world, your feelings about society, your feelings about culture, your feelings about religion, your feelings about style, your feelings about everything. And in a nutshell, fashion to me is an exact expression of the evolution of the designer, him or herself. And it's a rewarding journey, and it's so far from over. There's still a lot more to come, of course, for me. I've learned that it's just not important to have clientele that are the who's who, because that's just not, to me personally, in my path, that's just not my path as far as my priority. My priority in fashion is to increase the awareness in people regarding their own beauty. Increase the awareness of their own beauty. That is what my mission is in fashion, is to help people increase the awareness of their own beauty. And if that means that it has to be with nuns, then that's who it's going to be with. If it means it's going to have to be with women in the community, then that's what it means. Would I work with a celebrity client? Absolutely. Who wouldn't? But my priority is to bring out the beauty in people, especially in women, and to help them become more aware of their own beauty instead of looking at someone else's beauty and trying to personify someone else's beauty onto themselves, which is what most of us do. So I just wanted to cover a couple of things with you. I know the video is a little bit long, but I just wanted to let you guys know where I'm at with fashion, let you guys know where I'm at in life. Life is great. And I just wanted to just kind of let you know a little bit of background about me and where I'm coming from, where I'm heading to, and that's it. Good night.